Stop scrolling. I know you're here because the universe has been whispering something to you. That whisper just became a shout. What I'm about to reveal will change the trajectory of your entire existence, not in weeks, not in days, in minutes. The God of abundance has positioned you at a divine crossroads, and every single second you continue reading, doors of prosperity are swinging open that have been locked your entire lifetime. Your ancestors are watching. The heavens are celebrating. This is not coincidence. This is divine orchestration. For too long, you've been the victim of a sophisticated spiritual attack disguised as bad luck. The enemy convinced you that your financial suffering was random, that you weren't worthy of the overflow. That struggle was your inheritance. But I'm here to tell you the truth that will liberate your bloodline forever. The decree has been reversed. Your season of lack is officially over. The universe does not operate on coincidence, it operates on spiritual law. And today, you're being introduced to the most powerful financial law that the 1% have guarded for centuries. Your divine payment is not coming. It's already here. It's already yours. The only question is whether you have the faith to receive it. You should be ready to get a large sum of money within the next 2 days at the latest. Get ready for this unexpected gift. Because of this, you will feel an incredible amount of comfort, which will then make you feel an incredible amount of happiness throughout your body. You can show your love and gratitude by giving up to $100. The awakening. When heaven opens the gates of abundance. Listen to me carefully. I don't speak these words by accident. I speak them as a messenger of the divine realm, and every single word I'm about to share with you has been authorized by the highest power. You need to understand something that changed my entire spiritual perspective. There are invisible forces working against your prosperity. They don't operate in the physical realm. They operate in the spiritual dimension, which is why traditional financial advice has never worked for you. You've tried everything. You've cut expenses, you've applied for promotions, you've listened to all the gurus and all their strategies. Yet somehow, no matter what you do, money slips through your fingers like sand. I want you to understand something crucial. This is not your fault. This is a generational curse. This is a spiritual blockade that was placed upon your family line generations ago, and you've been carrying the weight of your ancestors' spiritual debt. But here's what the divine has revealed to me in the depths of night when heaven speaks most clearly. You are the generation chosen to break this cycle. You are the one who will reverse the curse. You are the generation of breakthrough. Think about your mother's struggle. Think about your grandmother's struggle. Think about every woman and man in your lineage who worked themselves to exhaustion and still couldn't get ahead. That pattern ends with you. That generational poverty stops with this moment. The spiritual realm has been waiting for someone in your family to wake up and claim their authority. That someone is you. The enemy knows your weakness. He knows exactly where to strike. He knows that you're vulnerable when bills arrive. He knows that you're weakened when you see others prospering while you're barely surviving. He whispers lies into your subconscious. You're not smart enough. You're too old. You're too young. You made too many mistakes. It's too late for you. But these are lies from the pit of hell, and I'm here to expose them and burn them to ashes. Your divine payment is not theoretical. It's not abstract. It's real. It's tangible. And it's quantifiable. Right now, in the heavenly realm, there are provisions with your name on them. There are financial blessings, business opportunities, inheritance from the spiritual realm. All of it is sitting in a divine account, and you have the authority to withdraw it. But you have to understand the mechanism. You have to understand the law that governs spiritual money transfer. Prosperity is not random. It's not given to the lucky few. It's given to those who understand the spiritual code that unlocks it. And for the first time in your life, you're going to learn this code. For the first time, you're going to operate from a place of spiritual authority, not spiritual poverty. You're going to speak wealth into existence, and the universe will scramble to make it happen, because that's how the law works. Write amen in the comment if you're ready to claim what belongs to you. The divine authority. You are royalty of the heavens. The moment you were born, you were stamped with divine royalty, not in a metaphorical sense, in a literal, spiritual, legal sense. The Most High placed a crown upon your head that the world couldn't see, but the spiritual realm knows it's there. The angels see it. The demons fear it. Darkness trembles in your presence, but you've been walking around in spiritual amnesia, not knowing who you truly are. This is why I'm so passionate about what I'm sharing with you right now, because you need to wake up to your true identity before your divine payment can reach you. You cannot receive at a level higher than your self-perception. If you perceive yourself as broken, and beaten, then prosperity will bypass you even when it's knocking on your door. But if you perceive yourself as what you truly are, a child of the Most High, an heir to infinite resources, a being of immeasurable worth, then money will rush toward you like water, finding its level. I want to take you back to a principle that has been hidden in plain sight for millennia. It's in every sacred text. It's whispered in every genuine spiritual tradition. Those who truly possess wealth operate from a completely different consciousness than those who struggle. The wealthy don't think like the poor think. The abundant don't speak like the struggling speak. There's a frequency that the rich operate on, and it's not about being heartless or disconnected from humanity. It's about operating from a place of spiritual authority and divine alignment. Listen closely. Your brain has been programmed to think poverty. Society has installed fear-based software into your consciousness. Every financial news report, every economic collapse scare, every story about someone losing everything, all of it was programming you to operate from survival mode. And from survival mode, you can never access the abundance that exists for you. But here's what they don't want you to know. They don't want you to understand that prosperity is attracted to those who already possess it in their consciousness. You have to become wealthy in your mind before you can become wealthy in your bank account. You have to speak it, declare it, feel it, and live it. And I don't mean positive thinking like the world teaches it. I mean spiritual declaration backed by divine authority. When you speak, the universe listens. When you declare, heaven conspires to make it happen. When you claim your divine payment, angels are dispatched to arrange the circumstances, connections, and opportunities that make it manifest in the physical realm. This is not fantasy. This is spiritual law. This is how reality actually works at the deepest level. You have been operating with limited authority your entire life. You've been asking for crumbs when you have the right to demand the entire feast. You've been praying from a place of begging when you should be praying from a place of already receiving. There's a massive difference in energy, and the universe responds to energy. Your divine payment requires you to shift your consciousness. It requires you to see yourself differently. It requires you to understand that lack was never your reality. It was just a temporary illusion, a test, a period of spiritual training that was preparing you for the abundance that's about to flood your life. Declare right now, I am worthy of unlimited abundance. I am a child of infinite prosperity. My divine payment is already mine. I claim it now in the name of all that is sacred. Write claiming my payment in the comments to activate this declaration. The spiritual law, how money flows through the invisible realm. Most people have this backwards. They think money is created in banks and governments and corporations. This is a fundamental misunderstanding of reality. Money is created in the spiritual realm first. Everything that manifests in the physical world is already real in the spiritual dimension. Money, opportunities, relationships, health, all of it originates in the invisible realm and then materializes into the physical world when spiritual law is activated. This changes everything about how you approach your finance. You stop fighting in the physical realm and start fighting in the spiritual realm. You stop trying to hustle your way to prosperity and start aligning yourself with the divine forces that move money and abundance effortlessly across dimension. You should be ready to get a large sum of money within the next 2 days at the latest. Get ready for this unexpected gift. Because of this, you will feel an incredible amount of comfort, which will then make you feel an incredible amount of happiness throughout your body. You can show your love and gratitude by giving up to $100. I've spent years studying the spiritual science of prosperity, and I've discovered something that the financial elite doesn't want ordinary people to know. There are spiritual laws that govern money flow, just like there are physical laws that govern gravity. The law of supply and demand exists in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm, there's the law of divine provision. This law states that the universe has already created infinite abundance, and it's waiting for those with the proper spiritual frequency to receive it. Think about this. Why do some people attract money effortlessly while others struggle their entire lives despite working harder? It's not about hard work. It's not about education. It's not about luck. It's about spiritual frequency. It's about whether your consciousness is tuned into the channel of abundance or the channel of scarcity. When you're operating from fear, you're broadcasting a frequency of scarcity. When you're operating from faith, you're broadcasting a frequency of abundance. The universe responds to your frequency by sending you circumstances, people, and opportunities that match your vibration. This is why the wealthy seem to attract more wealth. It's not random. They've activated the law. Here's what most people never understand about this law. It works both ways. If you're constantly affirming your poverty, constantly telling the story of your lack, constantly speaking about how money is hard to make, you're actually calling more poverty into your experience. You're literally programming the universe to send you more struggle. Your words are spiritual spells. Every word you speak is a command to the universe. But here's the good news. The law works in reverse, too. If you start speaking prosperity, if you start declaring abundance, if you start feeling the feelings of already having received your divine payment, the universe will scramble to match your frequency. It will send you unexpected bonuses. It will connect you with people who can help you. It will open doors that were previously invisible. It will multiply what you have. The spiritually wealthy understand something fundamental. Giving is receiving. The law of giving and receiving is one of the most powerful laws in the universe. When you give, you're literally opening a channel for the universe to give back to you in greater measure. When you hoard, you're closing that channel. When you're grateful for what you have, you're signaling to the universe that you're ready for more. When you're ungrateful, you're telling the universe to keep its blessings away from you. I'm telling you this because your divine payment isn't just sitting in heaven waiting for you to reach up and grab it. Your divine payment is contingent on you activating the spiritual laws that allow it to flow to you. And the number one law you need to activate is the law of faith combined with the law of gratitude, combined with the law of generosity. When you understand these three laws working together as one unified force, your entire financial reality transforms. You go from being a victim of circumstance to being a conscious creator of wealth. You go from praying and hoping to declaring and receiving. Your divine payment is waiting, but you have to know how to receive it. Type spiritual wealth activated in the comments and watch what happens in the next 48 hours. The generational breakthrough. Your family is being restored. I need you to understand the full magnitude of what's happening right now. This isn't just about your personal prosperity. This is about reversing generational curses and establishing generational wealth in your family. This is about creating a legacy that your children's children will benefit from. This is about breaking cycles that have bound your family for centuries. When you receive your divine payment, you're not just receiving money. You're receiving restoration. You're receiving the healing of ancestral trauma. You're receiving the reversal of patterns that have caused suffering in your family line. And here's what's beautiful about this. When you break through, your entire family's energy shifts. Your mother will feel it. Your children will feel it. Your siblings will feel it. There's a spiritual ripple effect that occurs when one person in a family awakens to their divine authority and steps into their divine payment. Suddenly, doors start opening for other family members too. Suddenly, the blockade that had been placed on your entire lineage begins to crumble. I've seen this happen countless times. I've watched families go from multi-generational poverty to multi-generational wealth in a single generation. It always starts with one person. It always starts with someone like you who gets tired of the struggle, someone who refuses to accept lack as their final story, someone who decides that this generational curse stops with them. Your ancestors have been waiting for you to wake up. They've been waiting in the spiritual realm for someone in your bloodline to step into authority and claim what rightfully belongs to your family. They're not resting. They can't rest. They're haunted by the knowledge that their descendants are suffering under the same curses they suffered under. But now that you're awake, and finally rest. And here's what's even more powerful. When your ancestors rest, they can actually help you. When you break the cycle and activate your divine payment, your ancestors become your allies in the spiritual realm. They start orchestrating circumstances on your behalf. They start connecting you with people. They start opening doors. They become your spiritual team. Think about your children. Think about your grandchildren. Think about the legacy you're about to create. When they look back on their family history, they're going to see a clear before and after. They're going to say, "That's when everything changed for our family. That's when the curse was broken. That's when our bloodline was restored to prosperity." You are that turning point. You are that generation. You are that moment. Your divine payment isn't just for you. It's for your entire family. When you receive, your family received. When you prosper, your family prospered. This is the law of generational blessing. This is how family curses are broken and family blessings are established. I'm asking you to think bigger than yourself right now. Think about your mother or your father who struggled their entire life. Think about what it would mean for them to see you prosper. Think about what it would mean for your children to grow up in an environment of abundance instead of struggle. Think about what it would mean to leave them an inheritance, not just material, but spiritual. Your divine payment is the key that unlocks all of this, and it's waiting for you right now. Share this message with 3 people in your family today and watch the generational breakthrough begin to unfold. The acceleration from struggle to overflow in divine timing. What I'm about to share with you will shock you. I've discovered that the timeline for your divine payment is not what you think it is. You've been conditioned to believe that prosperity is a slow, gradual process, that it takes years and decades of hard work to build wealth. But this is a lie designed to keep you enslaved to the system. The truth is that spiritual law operates on divine timing, not worldly timing. What takes the world 5 years to accomplish can be accomplished in 5 days when you're operating in alignment with spiritual law. What takes the world 5 decades to manifest can be manifested in 5 months when you understand the mechanism of divine acceleration. I'm not speaking in theory. I've seen this happen. I've witnessed people go from absolute desperation to absolute prosperity in time frames that seem impossible. And the only difference between them and the ones who stayed stuck is that they understood the principle of acceleration. Here's how acceleration works. Most people are operating at a frequency of 1. They're broadcasting on the channel of survival, struggle, and scarcity. Because they're on frequency 1, the universe sends them opportunities and circumstances that match frequency 1. This is why their progress is so slow. This is why their financial breakthrough seems to take forever. But when you elevate your frequency to alignment with divine abundance, you're now broadcasting on frequency 100. The universe responds by sending you circumstances, opportunities, and connections that match frequency 100. This is exponential. This is acceleration. This is how you go from broke to abundant in what seems like overnight. I want you to understand something vital about this acceleration principle. It's not about positive thinking or wishful thinking. It's about actual spiritual alignment. It's about making your internal state match your divine reality. It's about operating from the truth of who you are, instead of the lie of who the world told you to be. When you truly understand that your divine payment is already yours, when you truly feel in your body that the money is already in the spiritual realm with your name on it, when you truly operate from the gratitude of already receiving, that frequency shift is immediate, and the universe responds immediately. But here's the acceleration principle that most people miss. Gratitude accelerates everything. When you're grateful for what you already have, you're literally speeding up the flow of abundance into your life. Complaint decelerates everything. When you're complaining about what you don't have, you're literally slowing down the flow of abundance. This is why I'm telling you to be grateful, starting right now, in this moment, even before you see the physical manifestation of your divine payment. Because gratitude is the acceleration key. Gratitude is what transforms weeks into days and days into hours. Think about this. The most successful people in the world all operate from gratitude. They're grateful for what they have. They're grateful for the opportunities before them. They're grateful for their struggles because the struggles taught them something valuable. Gratitude is the frequency that unlocks acceleration. Your divine payment is accelerating toward you right now. Every moment you spend in gratitude speeds it up. Every moment you spend in complaint slows it down. The choice is yours. You control the acceleration dial. I'm asking you to do something powerful right now. I'm asking you to close your eyes and feel the feeling of already having your divine payment. Feel the freedom, feel the relief, feel the joy, feel the peace that comes from knowing that your financial struggles are over. Hold that feeling. Marinate in it. Let it soak into every cell of your body. Because that feeling is the frequency that accelerates your breakthrough. Type "accelerating my breakthrough" now in the comments and activate the acceleration principle in your life. The divine protection, guarding your breakthrough from spiritual attacks. I need to tell you something that nobody else is talking about. When you step into your divine payment, when you break through into abundance, you become a target. Spiritual forces that want to keep you enslaved will attempt to disrupt your breakthrough. This isn't negativity. This is spiritual reality that you must understand and prepare for. The enemy doesn't want you prosperous. The forces of darkness don't want your family restored. The spiritual oppression that has been placed on your bloodline wants to maintain its hold. And when you make a move toward freedom, toward abundance, toward divine payment, you can expect resistance. But here's what I need you to understand. You don't have to fear this resistance. You don't have to feel powerless against it, because you have divine protection. You have spiritual authority. You have powers available to you that are infinitely greater than any force that would oppose your breakthrough. The first protection is knowledge. The fact that you now understand these spiritual laws gives you protection. The enemy relies on ignorance. The enemy relies on you not knowing who you really are. The enemy relies on you not understanding how the spiritual realm actually works. But now that you know, that weapon is gone. The second protection is faith. When you have unshakable faith that your divine payment is already yours, when you have confidence in the spiritual laws that are working on your behalf, the enemy cannot touch you. Faith is like a shield. It's impenetrable. The enemy's attacks bounce right off faith. The third protection is community. This is why I'm asking you to share this message with 3 people. When you gather people around your breakthrough, when you have witnesses who are speaking the same declaration with you, when you have spiritual allies who are also operating from faith, your protection multiplies exponentially. Here's what I've discovered about divine protection. The moment you speak something with another person, it becomes more real. The moment 2 or 3 people agree on something in the spiritual realm, the universe takes notice. This is the law of agreement. When you and another person agree that your divine payment is already yours, the spiritual realm shifts. The energetic resistance decreases. The obstacles diminish. This is why I'm asking you to share this with 3 people today. Not because I need subscribers, not because I need engagement metric, but because your breakthrough depends on creating agreement. Your acceleration depends on having spiritual allies. Your protection depends on community. I also need you to understand the principle of spiritual discernment. As your breakthrough comes, not everyone will be happy for you. Some people in your life might feel threatened by your success. Some people might try to convince you that your breakthrough isn't real. Some people might try to pull you back into the old frequency of struggle. This is a test of your faith. This is where you discover who your real spiritual allies are. And this is where you activate your protection by surrounding yourself with people who believe in your abundance, not people who are invested in your lack. Declare this protection over yourself right now. Every force of darkness that would oppose my breakthrough is bound and rendered powerless. Every negative word spoken against my prosperity is reversed. My divine protection is active. My breakthrough is secure. No weapon formed against my abundance shall prosper. Write "divinely protected" in the comments to activate this spiritual shield. The financial revelation, the 1% code that opens unlimited doors. There's a code that the wealthiest people in the world understand. It's not taught in schools. It's not discussed openly. It's guarded like a secret treasure. But I'm about to reveal it to you because you've been chosen to receive this knowledge. You've been chosen to join the consciousness of the 1%. This code has nothing to do with how much money you have right now. It has nothing to do with your education level or your current job title. It has everything to do with how you think about money and how you position yourself in relation to money. The first principle of the 1% code is this: money is energy. Money is not paper. Money is not metal. Money is not even digits in a computer. Money is energy that represents value. When you truly understand that money is energy, your entire relationship with it transforms. You stop being afraid of money. You stop feeling resentful toward people who have money. You stop viewing money as something separate from yourself. When you realize that money is energy, you realize that you are a money magnet. You are constantly attracting or repelling money based on your frequency. If your frequency says, "I'm poor," you repel money. If your frequency says, "I'm abundant," you attract money. It's that simple. It's that powerful. The second principle of the 1% code is this: your thoughts create your financial reality. I'm not speaking metaphorically. Your thoughts literally shape the universe around you. Every thought is a vibration that goes out into the quantum field and returns to you as circumstance. If you spend your day thinking thoughts of scarcity, the universe sends you circumstances of scarcity. If you spend your day thinking thoughts of abundance, the universe sends you circumstances of abundance. The wealthy understand this. They guard their thoughts like treasure. They don't waste mental energy on worry or fear or doubt. They spend their mental energy on gratitude, possibility, and expectation of good things coming to them. This is not positive thinking. This is spiritual technology. This is working with the actual laws of the universe instead of against them. The third principle of the 1% code is this: money multiplies for those who understand multiplication. You don't get rich by saving money. You get rich by putting money to work. Money that sits idle in a bank account is dead money. Money that is put to work, invested, circulated, given away, and received. That money is alive. That money multiplies. The 1% understand the law of multiplication. They understand that giving creates receiving. They understand that every dollar they invest is a seed that grows into many more dollars. They understand that the wealthiest people are the most generous people. This seems counterintuitive to those operating on scarcity frequency, but it's truth to those operating on abundance frequency. The fourth principle of the 1% code is this: wealth is a state of consciousness, not an amount of money. There are people with millions of dollars who have poverty consciousness. There are people with thousands of dollars who have wealth consciousness. The amount of money you have is irrelevant. What matters is your consciousness about money. When you shift your consciousness to abundance, when you internalize the belief that you are wealthy, when you begin to act and speak from a position of prosperity, money starts flowing to you from every direction. Opportunities appear. Connections are made. Doors open that were previously invisible. The fifth principle of the 1% code is this: the universe rewards bold action taken from faith. The 1% don't sit around waiting for perfect conditions before they move. They move from faith. They take bold action even when they can't see the full path ahead. and the universe conspires to support their boldness. This is the law of divine support. When you move toward your breakthrough with faith, the universe moves toward you. Your divine payment is connected to this code. When you activate this code in your consciousness, when you begin to operate from these principles, your breakthrough doesn't just arrive, it arrives with acceleration. It arrives with certainty. It arrives with abundance that exceeds your expectations. Write the 1% code activated in the comments and step into the consciousness of unlimited abundance. The instant transformation, how your life changes in 48 hours. I'm about to tell you something that will change how you approach the next 48 hours of your life. The next 48 hours are crucial. The next 48 hours are going to determine whether your divine payment manifests or whether you slip back into old patterns. The next 48 hours are when you activate everything I've shared with you. Here's how instant transformation works. It's not magic. It's not random. It's the result of a massive shift in consciousness combined with aligned action. When you change your consciousness, you change your frequency. When you change your frequency, you change what the universe makes available to you. This shift happens instantly. The manifestation takes a little longer, but the shift itself is instantaneous. In the next 48 hours, I want you to do something radical. I want you to speak your divine payment into existence. I don't want you to pray. I don't want you to ask. I want you to declare. There's a difference. Prayer is asking. Declaration is claiming what's already yours. Every morning for the next 48 hours, I want you to wake up and say this: my divine payment has arrived. My breakthrough is happening now. Money is flowing to me from every direction. I am prosperous. I am abundant. I am free. Say it with feeling. Say it with conviction. Say it like you mean it. Say it like someone who already knows it's true. This isn't positive thinking. This is spiritual declaration. This is you speaking your reality into existence. In the next 48 hours, I want you to look for signs. Your divine payment is already on its way. The universe is already arranging circumstances, people, and opportunities to get it to you. But you have to be awake and aware enough to recognize the sign. The signs might be subtle, the signs might be obvious, but they will be there. Maybe someone contacts you out of the blue with an unexpected opportunity. That's a sign. Maybe you receive money you didn't expect. That's a sign. Maybe you have an idea that excites you about making money. That's a sign. Maybe you meet someone who becomes a crucial connection. That's a sign. In the next 48 hours, look for these signs. And when you see them, acknowledge them. Thank the universe for sending them. In the next 48 hours, I want you to do something generous. I want you to give something. Give money. Give your time. Give your energy. Give your presence. Give something that costs you something. Because giving is the fastest way to activate the law of receiving. When you give, you're literally opening a channel for the universe to pour abundance into your life. And here's something crucial. I want you to give with the expectation of receiving multiplication. Don't give with resentment. Don't give thinking you're losing something. Give knowing that you're sowing a seed that will grow into a harvest of abundance. This is the law of sowing and reaping. This is how you activate instant transformation. In the next 48 hours, I want you to avoid certain things. Avoid complaint. Avoid gossip. Avoid negativity. Avoid people who are operating from scarcity consciousness. Every time you're tempted to complain, catch yourself. Every time you're tempted to gossip, pause. Every time you're tempted to engage with negative energy, redirect yourself. These 48 hours are too crucial to waste on low-frequency activities. Here's what I've discovered about instant transformation. It's not about changing everything overnight. It's about changing one thing: your consciousness. When your consciousness shifts, everything else follows. Your choices change. Your actions change. Your results change. Your entire life transforms because you're now operating from a different frequency. Think about what's possible for you. Think about what could happen if your divine payment arrived today. Think about what you could do. Think about what it would feel like. Think about how it would change your life. Think about how it would change your family's life. This is what instant transformation feels like. This is what's available to you starting right now. Type instant transformation activated in the comments and commit to the next 48 hours that will change everything. The abundance legacy, what you're creating for eternity. I need you to understand the full scope of what's happening here. This isn't just about paying your bills. This isn't just about getting out of debt. This isn't just about having enough money to be comfortable. This is about creating a legacy that will echo through eternity. This is about establishing prosperity in your family for generations to come. When you receive your divine payment, you're not just receiving for yourself. You're receiving for your children. You're receiving for your grandchildren. You're receiving for every descendant that will come after you. You're creating a new trajectory for your entire bloodline. Think about the impact of generational wealth. Think about what it means for your children to grow up without financial stress. Think about what it means for them to pursue their passions instead of being enslaved to survival. Think about what it means for them to have opportunities that were never available to you. This is the legacy you're creating, but the legacy is bigger than money. When you break through to abundance, you break through to a new way of being. You break through to a higher consciousness. Your children will inherit this consciousness. They will naturally operate from abundance frequency because they've been raised by someone operating from abundance frequency. This consciousness will be their spiritual inheritance. I've seen families transform when one person breaks through to abundance. The energy of that family completely shifts. Relationships improve, health improves, career opportunities improve. It's not just about money flowing in. It's about the entire family's vibration elevating. Your abundance legacy is also about inspiring others. When people see your transformation, when they see your breakthrough, when they see you going from struggle to prosperity, it awakens something in them. It shows them what's possible. It gives them permission to reach for their own divine payment. Think about the people you're going to influence. Think about the lives you're going to change. Think about the families you're going to impact. Your breakthrough is not just your breakthrough. It's everyone's breakthrough who gets touched by your transformation. This is the true measure of abundance. Not how much money you have, but how many lives you positively impact. Not how much you can hoard, but how much you can give. Not how much you can accumulate for yourself, but how much you can create for others. Your divine payment is the key to all of this. When you receive it, you're equipped to give it. When you prosper, you're positioned to help others prosper. When your breakthrough comes, you become the beacon of hope for everyone around you. I'm asking you to think beyond yourself. I'm asking you to think about your legacy. I'm asking you to think about what you want to be remembered for. Because in 100 years, nobody is going to care how much money you accumulated in your bank account, but they're going to talk about how you changed your family's story. They're going to tell stories about how you broke the curse. They're going to celebrate how you restored what was lost. This is what's at stake. This is what you're creating. This is the abundance legacy that your divine payment makes possible. Commit to this legacy right now. Write "My legacy is abundance" in the comments and declare that your prosperity will bless generation to come. The final awakening. Your divine payment manifests today. We've reached the moment of truth. Everything I've shared with you has been leading to this. Everything I've revealed has been preparation for what happens now. The understanding, the principles, the laws, all of it culminates in this moment, right now, today. I need you to understand something with absolute clarity. Your divine payment is not coming in the future. It's not arriving next week or next month. It's arriving today. It's arriving now. It's arriving in the next moments while you're reading these words. The universe doesn't operate on your timeline. The universe operates on completion. When the conditions are met, when your consciousness aligns with your reality, when you finally accept what's already yours, manifestation happens instantaneously in the spiritual realm. It takes a moment for it to materialize in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm, it's done. Your divine payment has already manifested in the spiritual realm. It's already real. It's already yours. The only question is how quickly it's going to materialize in your physical experience. And that's entirely dependent on how fully you receive these principles. That's entirely dependent on how completely you activate your divine authority. That's entirely dependent on whether you're going to live as if your breakthrough is already here. I want you to feel this in your body. I want you to feel the reality of your abundance, not someday, not eventually, now, this very moment. Close your eyes if you need to. Feel what it feels like to have your divine payment already in the bank. Feel what it feels like to be free from financial stress. Feel what it feels like to prosper. Feel the gratitude. Feel the relief. Feel the joy. Let it wash over you. Let it soak into every cell of your body. Because that feeling is real. That feeling is not imagination. That feeling is you tuning into the frequency of your reality. That feeling is you accessing the spiritual realm where your divine payment has already manifested. That feeling is the gateway to physical manifestation. Right now, I'm asking you to make a commitment. I'm asking you to commit to your breakthrough. I'm asking you to commit to receiving your divine payment. I'm asking you to commit to living from abundance consciousness. I'm asking you to commit to becoming the prosperous version of yourself. This commitment is not binding you to something hard. This commitment is liberating you from something that's been binding you. This commitment is setting you free. Here's what happens when you make this commitment. The universe knows. The spiritual realm knows. Angels are mobilized. Circumstances begin to shift. People who can help you are drawn toward you. Opportunities that were invisible become visible. The door to your abundance opens completely. Your divine payment is waiting on the other side of this door. Everything you need is on the other side of this door. Everything you've been dreaming about, everything you've been praying for, everything you've been struggling to achieve, it's all waiting on the other side of this door. And the door is opening now. Write divine payment received in the comments and step through the door into your abundance. Chat and feast, share your breakthrough. Multiply your blessing through community. I need to tell you something critical. Your breakthrough is not just for you to keep. Your breakthrough is meant to be multiplied. Your breakthrough is meant to be shared. And when you share it, when you multiply it, it multiplies back to you. Right now, I'm asking you to do 3 specific things to activate the multiplication of your breakthrough. First, I'm asking you to share this message with 3 people, not because I need views, not because I need shares, but because those 3 people need this message. There are people in your life right now who are drowning in struggle. There are people in your life right now who have given up hope. There are people in your life right now who are one message away from their breakthrough. And you have the opportunity to be the messenger who changes their life. When you share this, you're not just helping them, you're multiplying your own breakthrough. When you give someone access to these principles, when you help someone find their way to their divine payment, the universe sends abundance back to you multiplied. This is the law. This is how prosperity works. Second, I'm asking you to give a super chat of $100 if you're able to. I know that asking for money might seem counterintuitive when we're talking about abundance, but this is exactly how abundance works. The wealthiest people give the most. The most abundant people understand that giving is how you receive. When you give, you're planting a seed. That seed grows. That seed multiplies. But here's what's important. Give only if giving brings you joy. Give only if you give with expectation of multiplication. Give only if you give from a place of faith, not from a place of obligation or guilt. True giving activates the law of receiving. Obligatory giving activates resentment. When you give your $100 super chat, I want you to do it as an act of faith. I want you to do it knowing that you're sowing a seed that will grow into a harvest of abundance far greater than $100. I want you to do it with gratitude for the abundance that's already flowing to you. And I want you to do it with expectation that the universe is going to multiply your giving back to you. Third, I'm asking you to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. I'm not asking for subscribers because I'm chasing numbers. I'm asking because the content that's going to flow through this channel is going to continue guiding you toward your divine payment. The messages that are coming are going to continue activating your breakthrough. The revelations that are being channeled are going to continue transforming your consciousness. When you subscribe, you're committing to your own transformation. You're declaring that you're serious about your breakthrough. You're positioning yourself to receive the next wave of abundance that's coming. And every time you get a notification about a new message, it's the universe reminding you that your divine payment is real and it's already on its way. These 3 actions, sharing with 3 people, giving your $100 super chat, and subscribing, are not separate from your breakthrough. These 3 actions are activating your breakthrough. These 3 actions are how you multiply your divine payment. These 3 actions are how you move from receiving to becoming a channel for receiving. The universe loves when money moves through your hand. The universe loves when you invest in your own growth. The universe loves when you help others find their breakthrough. When you do these 3 things, you're literally programming the universe to send abundance flooding into your life. This is not a transaction. This is a spiritual activation. This is you saying to the universe, I'm ready, I'm committed, I'm going all in on my breakthrough. And the universe responds to that commitment with multiplication. Akituat Satam, your testimony. Write your victory in the comments. This is where your story changes. This is where you go from reading about breakthrough to declaring your own breakthrough. This is where you step from consumer of these principles to activator of these principles. I'm asking you to go to the comments section right now. I'm asking you to write down what you're claiming. I'm asking you to declare your divine payment publicly. I'm asking you to give testimony to the breakthrough that's already happening. Some of you might write, divine payment received. My abundance is flowing now. Some of you might write, I am breaking the generational curse. My family's prosperity has begun. Some of you might write, my breakthrough is happening now. I claim total financial freedom. Some of you might write, Amen. I receive everything that God has for me. The specific words matter less than the declaration. What matters is that you're speaking your reality into existence. What matters is that you're creating agreement with others who are also receiving their breakthrough. What matters is that you're activating the law of spoken word. When you write your testimony, you're not just making a statement. You're casting a spell. You're sending a vibration into the universe. You're declaring yourself into a new reality. And when others read your declaration, they're strengthened in their own faith. Your declaration becomes their declaration. Your breakthrough becomes their breakthrough. This is the power of community. This is the power of agreement. This is how we collectively activate the spiritual laws that govern abundance and prosperity. Your testimony is powerful. Your words matter. Your declaration has authority in the spiritual realm. Speak it, declare it, claim it. Write your victory in the comments and activate the manifestation of your divine payment in the physical realm. The angels are waiting to hear your declaration. The universe is waiting to respond to your faith. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is waiting for your acknowledgement. Declare it now. Your divine payment is here. God says, your breakthrough is already yours. Claim it, receive it, live it, multiply it, and never doubt it again. Share this with 3 people today. Give your $100 or super chat now. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Write your testimony in the comments. Your divine payment manifests now. The heavenly inheritance, your celestial wealth account, is open. Pause for a moment and imagine something with me. Imagine that somewhere in heaven, there's an account with your name on it. Imagine that this account has been building since before you were born. Imagine that every blessing your ancestors prayed for, every sacrifice they made, every faith they activated, all of it has been accumulating in your heavenly bank account. This is not imagination. This is reality. This is how the spiritual realm actually works. You have a celestial wealth account that the world knows nothing about. This account has been funded by divine provision, by ancestral prayers, by the grace of the Almighty, and by the law of reciprocity that governs the universe. Most people live their entire lives never knowing that this account exists. They struggle in the physical realm, while their celestial account sits full and untouched. But you're not most people. You've been awakened to this truth. You've been chosen to access what has been yours all along. Here's what I need you to understand about your heavenly inheritance. It's not passive. It's not something that automatically flows to you just because it's there. You have to activate it. You have to claim it. You have to exercise your spiritual authority to access it. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. Every spiritual principle I've shared with you is a key that unlocks your celestial wealth account. Faith is a key. Gratitude is a key. Generosity is a key. Spoken declaration is a key. When you use these keys in combination, when you activate these principles in perfect alignment, the vault to your heavenly account opens completely. Think about what's waiting for you inside that account. Think about the multiplication of your blessing. Think about the overflow that's about to flood your life. Your divine payment is not some small amount. It's the accumulation of heavenly blessings that have been reserved for you. It's everything the Almighty has prepared for you. And the beautiful part is that accessing this account doesn't diminish anyone else's resources. The Celestial Wealth Account operates on infinite abundance. When you access your account, you're not taking from anyone else. You're simply claiming what belongs to you. You're simply stepping into your inheritance. I've seen people's lives completely transformed when they discovered their heavenly inheritance. I've watched their frequency elevate. I've watched their circumstances shift. I've watched their entire family's trajectory change. And it all started when they realized that they had access to unlimited resources in the spiritual realm. Your heavenly inheritance is waiting. Your celestial account is open. Your payment is ready to transfer into your physical reality. All you have to do is receive it with faith, with gratitude, and with the knowledge that it's already yours. Write "accessing my heavenly inheritance" now in the comments and step into the richness that has always belonged to you. Durzigen Furs, the spiritual multiplication. Watch your blessings exponentially expand. There's a principle that operates in the spiritual realm that most people never understand. It's the principle of multiplication. In the physical realm, 2 plus 2 equals 4. But in the spiritual realm, 2 times 2 equals infinity. The spiritual realm operates on multiplication, not addition. The spiritual realm operates on exponential growth, not linear growth. This changes everything about how you should think about your divine payment. You're not receiving a fixed amount. You're receiving the seed of multiplication. You're receiving the beginning of exponential abundance that will grow and expand beyond anything you can imagine. Here's how spiritual multiplication works. When you plant a seed of faith, the universe doesn't just give you back that seed. The universe multiplies that seed. 1 grain of wheat produces 30 grain. $1 given with faith multiplies into 100. One prayer spoken with conviction manifests in thousands of ways. This is the law of multiplication. And here's what's revolutionary about this law. Multiplication accelerates. The more you receive, the faster it multiplies. The more you access your divine payment, the faster the next wave comes. Your abundance doesn't stay at a steady level. It compounds exponentially. Think about compound interest in the physical realm. If you invest money and allow the interest to compound, it grows exponentially over time. The longer you leave it alone, the bigger it gets. But in the spiritual realm, this process is instantaneous. Spiritual multiplication doesn't wait for time to pass. It multiplies right now, this moment. As you read these words, the wealthy understand this principle. They understand that money should be put to work immediately so that it can multiply. They understand that stagnant money is dead money. They understand that the only way to exponential wealth is through activation of the multiplication principle. Your divine payment is not meant to be stored. It's meant to be activated, put to work, circulated, given, received, and multiplied. Every dollar that flows through your hands should be treated as a seed of multiplication. Every opportunity should be seized as a multiplication moment. Every connection should be leveraged as a multiplication vehicle. When you understand this, you stop thinking like a poor person. You stop thinking about scarcity. You stop thinking about holding on to what you have. You start thinking like someone who understands that true wealth comes from movement, circulation, and multiplication. I'm asking you to activate the multiplication principle in your life right now. Take whatever you have, whether it's $1, $10, $100, or $1,000, and treat it as a seed. Plant it, give it, invest it, move it. Because the moment it moves with faith, it begins to multiply. The spiritual multiplication is not a future event. It's happening right now. Every moment you're in alignment with abundance consciousness, multiplication is occurring. Every moment you're speaking prosperity, multiplication is occurring. Every moment you're receiving with gratitude, multiplication is occurring. Watch your blessings expand. Watch your opportunities multiply. Watch your divine payment grow exponentially. This is the spiritual law in action. This is how the 1% built empires. This is how you're about to build your own. Type spiritual multiplication, activate it in the comments, and watch the exponential expansion of your abundance begin. The divine timing. Why everything is happening exactly when it should. I need you to understand something about timing that will liberate you from anxiety. You've been worried about when your breakthrough is coming. You've been anxious about whether it's happening fast enough. You've been stressed about whether you're moving too slowly. But I'm here to tell you something that will set you completely free. Your breakthrough is happening exactly on divine schedule. There's a timing mechanism in the spiritual realm that's far more sophisticated than the timing mechanisms of the physical world. The physical world operates on hours, days, and years. The spiritual realm operates on divine timing, which is perfectly orchestrated to produce the exact circumstances, connections, and opportunities needed for your breakthrough at exactly the right moment. You might ask, if everything is timed perfectly, why isn't my breakthrough here already? The answer is that your breakthrough is happening exactly when it needs to happen. But you need to understand that the spiritual realm is often preparing circumstances behind the scenes that you can't see. Your breakthrough requires a certain set of conditions. It requires certain people to be in certain places at certain times. It requires certain doors to close so that better doors can open. And the divine is orchestrating all of this with perfect precision. Here's what most people don't understand about divine timing. It's not late, it's not early, it's perfect. And often, what feels like delay is actually divine protection. The divine might be delaying your financial windfall because right now, if you received it, you wouldn't be ready for it. You might lose it. You might waste it. You might not be at the consciousness level to handle it. But use these months, these weeks, these moments to elevate your consciousness. Use this time to activate the spiritual principles I've shared with you. Use this time to shift your frequency. Use this time to prepare yourself to receive and steward your divine payment with wisdom. And when the timing is perfect, when you're ready, when the circumstances have been arranged, your breakthrough will arrive with the force of an avalanche. I've discovered something about divine timing that changed my perspective entirely. Every delay in the physical realm is often an acceleration in the spiritual realm. When things seem to be moving slowly in your physical life, that often means the spiritual realm is working furiously to arrange your miracle. When it feels like nothing is happening, that's when the most is actually happening in dimensions you can't see. This is why I'm asking you to stop looking at your clock and start looking at your faith. Stop measuring your breakthrough by physical time and start measuring it by spiritual reality. In the spiritual realm, your breakthrough has already happened. It's a done deal. It's complete. Your only job is to bridge the gap between the spiritual reality and the physical reality. And that bridge is built with faith, gratitude, and aligned action. Your divine payment is arriving in perfect timing. The moment you stop resisting the timing and start trusting the timing, the breakthrough accelerates into physical manifestation. The moment you accept that everything is happening exactly as it should, the stress dissolves. The moment you understand that you're being divinely orchestrated toward your miracle, peace replaces anxiety. Divine timing is not just about when things arrive. It's about who you need to become to receive them. Use this moment to become that person. Use this period to activate these principles. Use this season to elevate your consciousness. And know that when the appointed time arrives, your breakthrough will be undeniable. Write trusting divine timing in the comments and surrender yourself to the perfect orchestration of the universe. The victory. Declaration announcing your conquest over poverty and lack. The moment has come for you to declare victory. Not in the future, not when you see physical evidence. Now, this moment. Because in the spiritual realm, victory is already won. The battle is already over. Your conquest of poverty and lack is already complete. All that remains is for you to announce it in the physical realm. This is what spiritual warriors do. They declare what's already true in the heavens. They speak what's already reality in the spiritual dimension. They announce what has already been accomplished in the invisible realm. And when they speak it, they bridge the gap between the spiritual and physical. They invoke manifestation. I want you to understand the power of declaration. Your words are not just sound. Your words are creative force. Your words are spells. Your words are invocations. When you declare something, you're calling it into being. When you announce something, you're making it real. Throughout history, every breakthrough has been preceded by declaration. The leaders who changed the world declared their vision before they had the resources to achieve it. The entrepreneurs who built empires declared their success before they had a single customer. The prophets who transformed civilization declared their truth before the world was ready to receive it. Declaration precedes manifestation. Speaking precedes being. And now it's your turn to declare. Now it's your turn to announce your victory. Now it's your turn to declare that poverty has no power over you. Declare that the curse of lack is broken. Declare that your family's financial suffering is over. Declare that abundance is your new normal. Declare that prosperity flows to you effortlessly. These declarations are not wishes. These are not hopes. These are announcements of what has already been decided in the spiritual realm. You're not trying to make something happen. You're announcing that something has already happened. You're not begging for a breakthrough. You're declaring that the breakthrough has already arrived. Feel the difference in energy between these two. Feel how much more powerful it is to declare than to beg. Feel how much more effective it is to announce than to hope. Feel how much more real it becomes when you speak it as a done deal rather than as a possibility. Your victory declaration is the turning point. Your announcement of triumph is what shifts everything. Your declaration of conquest is what activates the law of spiritual manifestation in full force. I'm asking you to make this declaration right now. I declare victory over poverty. I declare the end of lack in my life. I declare that abundance is my birthright. I declare that my divine payment has arrived. I declare that my family is restored to prosperity. I declare that I am free. This is spoken. This is done. This is so. Speak this declaration with your mouth. Write it in your journal. Type it in the comments. Declare it to the universe. Because the moment you declare it, the universe responds. The moment you announce your victory, the forces of creation mobilize to make it manifest. Write your victory is declared in the comments and step into the power of spoken word. You're the final activation, sealing your divine payment contract with the universe. We've arrived at the culmination point. Everything we've discussed has been leading to this final activation. Everything has been preparation for this moment, when you seal your contract with the universe and lock in your divine payment permanently. I want you to understand what's happening right now at the spiritual level. When you activate these principles, when you declare these declarations, when you speak these truths, you're literally entering into a contract with the divine. You're entering into a covenant of prosperity. You're signing a spiritual agreement that binds the universe to deliver your abundance. This contract is more binding than any physical contract. Physical contracts can be broken, overturned, and litigated, but spiritual contracts are eternal. When you make an agreement in the spiritual realm, it's set in stone. When you declare your covenant with abundance, it becomes law. When you seal this contract with your faith, it becomes unbreakable. Here's how you seal this contract. First, you speak it aloud. You declare your covenant with prosperity. You announce your contract with the divine. You speak it with authority, with conviction, with absolute certainty. Your words are the signature on this contract. Second, you act as if it's already done. You begin to move, speak, and think from the position of someone who has already received their divine payment. You change your behavior. You change your choices. You change your daily action. You become the person who already has the abundance, because the moment you become that person, you attract that abundance. Third, you give. You make an offering. You plant a seed. You give something that costs you something. Because giving is how you activate the energy of circulation. Giving is how you demonstrate faith in the law of multiplication. Giving is how you lock in the contract. Every great spiritual agreement has been sealed with an offering. This is why I've been asking you to give your $100 super chat. This is why I'm asking you to share this message with 3 people. This is why I'm asking you to subscribe and engage. These actions are not separate from your breakthrough. They are your breakthrough. These actions are the sealing of your contract with the universe. When you make that super chat contribution, when you hit that share button, when you press subscribe and ring that bell, you're not just engaging with content. You're literally activating the mechanism of your miracle. You're signing your name on the spiritual contract that binds the universe to deliver your divine payment. I want you to feel the weight of this moment. I want you to understand the significance of what's happening. You're not just watching a video. You're entering into a covenant with prosperity. You're not just reading words. You're activating a spiritual contract. You're not just listening. You're sealing a deal with the divine. This contract comes with guarantees. The guarantee that your divine payment will arrive. The guarantee that your breakthrough will manifest. The guarantee that your family will be restored. The guarantee that your prosperity will multiply. These are not idle promises. These are spiritual law. These are cosmic guarantee. And the only way to lock them in is to seal the contract right now. I'm asking you, are you ready? Are you ready to seal this contract? Are you ready to lock in your divine payment? Are you ready to enter into a covenant with abundance that binds the universe to your breakthrough? If your answer is yes, then do the 3 things right now. Give your $100 super chat. Share this message with 3 people. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. As you do these things, speak this activation. I seal this contract with the universe. I activate my divine payment. I lock in my breakthrough. I covenant with abundance. This is my declaration. This is my contract. This is my miracle. And know that the moment you seal this contract, the universe springs into action. Know that the moment you make these 3 actions, the fulfillment of your divine payment accelerates. Know that the moment you activate this final step, everything you've been waiting for begins to rush toward you. Your contract is sealed. Your divine payment is locked in. Your breakthrough is guaranteed. It is done. Write contract sealed with the universe in the comments and activate the fulfillment of everything you've been promised. You have read these words. You have understood these principles. You have activated these laws. And now everything is in motion. The spiritual realm is mobilizing. The universe is conspiring on your behalf. Angels are being dispatched. Circumstances are being arranged. Connections are being made. Opportunities are manifesting. Your divine payment is moving from the spiritual realm into your physical reality right now. This is not the end of your journey. This is the beginning. This is the launching pad for your breakthrough. Everything from this moment forward is different. Your life is divided into 2 parts. Before you understood these principles, and after. Before today, and after today. Before you claimed your divine payment, and after. Your family is watching. Your ancestors are celebrating. Your children's future is being rewritten. Your legacy is being established. Generations will benefit from the decision you made today. The decision to receive, the decision to activate, the decision to seal your contract with abundance. Go forward now with absolute confidence. Go forward knowing that your divine payment is already yours. Go forward understanding that the universe is obligated by spiritual law to deliver your miracle. Go forward expecting signs, synchronicities, and divine appointment. Go forward ready to receive the overflow that's coming. Share this message with everyone you know. Give your Super Chat contribution. Subscribe to this channel. Engage with the community, because the more you spread this message, the more your own breakthrough accelerates. The more you help others receive their divine payment, the faster yours manifests. Your breakthrough is now. Your abundance is now. Your divine payment has arrived. Receive it, claim it, live it, right? Amen. My divine payment has arrived in the comments, and testify to your breakthrough. Your miracle is here. Your time is now. Your divine payment is manifest. Amen. The celestial confirmation, signs that your breakthrough is manifesting. Right now, before your divine payment fully materializes in the physical realm, the universe is sending you signs. The universe is confirming that your breakthrough is real. The universe is validating that your declaration has been heard and received. You need to learn how to recognize these signs, because they are proof that everything I've told you is true. The signs might come in subtle ways. You might have a sudden thought about an opportunity that you've never considered before. That's a sign. Your divine payment is being orchestrated in the invisible realm. You might receive an unexpected phone call from someone who could help you. That's a sign. The universe is mobilizing connections on your behalf. You might see a number sequence that holds spiritual significance. 1111, 888, 777. That's a sign. The angels are confirming that you're on the right path. These signs are not coincidences. Coincidence is just another word for divine arrangement that you don't understand yet. Every sign is the universe waving at you and saying, "We hear you. We're working on your breakthrough. Your divine payment is coming." 2. I want you to become a sign seeker. I want you to train your consciousness to recognize the ways the universe is confirming your miracle. Because the more signs you recognize, the more your faith strengthens. The more your faith strengthens, the faster your breakthrough manifests. The faster your breakthrough manifests, the sooner your divine payment arrives. Start paying attention to synchronicities. Start noticing when you think about someone and then they contact you. Start observing when you need something and it shows up unexpectedly. Start watching for patterns and repeating numbers. Start recognizing the ways the universe is winking at you and confirming your breakthrough. These signs are celestial confirmation. These are messages from heaven saying that your breakthrough is absolutely certain. These are proofs that the spiritual realm is mobilizing on your behalf. When you see a sign, stop and acknowledge it. Say thank you to the universe. Celebrate that confirmation, because each confirmation accelerates your manifestation. Your breakthrough is so real that the universe is already sending you the evidence. Your divine payment is so certain that heaven is already announcing it through signs and synchronicities. Open your eyes, open your awareness. Start recognizing the celestial confirmation that's all around you. Right? Recognizing the signs. My breakthrough is here in the comments, and begin to see the confirmation of your miracle everywhere. The prosperity consciousness, thinking like the wealthy. Before you're wealthy, I'm about to share with you one of the most powerful secrets that separates the 1% from everyone else. It's not their starting condition, it's not their family background, it's not their education, it's their consciousness. The wealthy think differently than everyone else. And here's what's revolutionary. You can start thinking like the wealthy right now, today, even before your divine payment arrives. Prosperity consciousness is a way of being. It's a way of moving through the world. It's a way of approaching opportunities and challenges. People with prosperity consciousness naturally attract abundance because their internal reality matches the external abundance they're trying to create. Their beliefs align with their desires. Their thoughts align with their vision. Their frequency matches their manifestation. Here's how people with poverty consciousness think, "I can't afford that. That's for rich people, not for me. I'll never have enough. Money is hard to come by. I don't deserve abundance. These thoughts are like anchors that keep them stuck in lack. Every thought is a vote for their continued poverty. But here's how people with prosperity consciousness think: how can I afford that? That's available for me too. I have access to unlimited abundance. Money flows to me effortlessly. I deserve prosperity, and I'm receiving it now. These thoughts are like rockets that propel them toward abundance. Every thought is a vote for their continued prosperity. The difference is not the amount of money they have. The difference is the thoughts they think. The wealthy went through a consciousness shift. They made a decision to think like someone who's already abundant. And that shift in consciousness brought their external reality into alignment with their internal abundance. You can make this shift right now. You don't have to wait until your divine payment arrives. You don't have to wait until you have millions in the bank. You can start thinking like the wealthy today. You can start adopting prosperity consciousness right now. When you face a financial challenge, instead of saying, "I can't afford that," start asking, "How can I afford that?" This shifts your brain from accepting limitation to seeking solutions. Instead of accepting lack, your brain starts problem-solving for abundance. When you see someone with wealth, instead of feeling envious or resentful, start feeling inspired. Start studying them. Start asking yourself, how are they doing that? What are they thinking that's different from what I'm thinking? What consciousness do I need to adopt to have what they have? When you make a purchase, instead of thinking, "I'm losing money," start thinking, "I'm investing in myself." Instead of thinking from scarcity, start thinking from investment consciousness. This shifts your entire relationship with money. When someone offers you an opportunity, instead of immediately thinking about all the reasons you can't do it, start asking, "What if I could do this? What would it take? What would I need to believe about myself to make this happen?" This shifts you from default limitation to conscious possibility. Prosperity consciousness is trainable. It's learnable. It's something you can develop and strengthen through practice. Every day, you can make a choice to think one thought of prosperity instead of poverty. Tomorrow, you can make that choice twice. The next day, 3 times. And gradually, your default consciousness shifts from scarcity to abundance. Your divine payment is not just a financial transfer. It's also a consciousness transfer. It's you graduating from poverty consciousness to prosperity consciousness. It's you stepping into a new way of thinking, being, and creating. It's you becoming someone who naturally attracts abundance because your internal frequency matches the abundance of the universe. Start today. Start now. Start thinking like someone who's already received their divine payment. Act like you already have the abundance. Speak like you already have the prosperity. Move through the world like someone who's already free financially. Because the moment your consciousness aligns with abundance, the universe has no choice but to deliver abundance to you. Type prosperity consciousness activated in my mind in the comments and declare your shift from poverty thinking to abundance thinking. Con the eternal prosperity. Your divine payment is just the beginning of never-ending abundance. I need you to understand something that will liberate you from the fear that your breakthrough might not last. I need you to know that your divine payment is not a one-time event. It's the beginning of eternal prosperity. It's the opening of a door that never closes. It's the activation of an abundance stream that flows forever. Most people think about breakthrough as a destination. They think, when I finally get my divine payment, I'll be done. I'll have arrived. I'll be able to rest. But this is a limited perspective. The truth is that your divine payment is not a destination. It's a direction. It's not a fixed point. It's the beginning of an unlimited journey of abundance. Here's what happens when you shift from scarcity consciousness to prosperity consciousness. When you understand these spiritual laws, when you activate your divine payment, you don't just receive once. You become a channel through which abundance flows continuously. You become a prosperity vessel. You become someone who's always receiving, always multiplying, always expanding. Think about a river. A river is not a fixed amount of water. A river is a continuous flow of water. That's what you become when you truly activate prosperity consciousness. You become a river of abundance. And rivers never run dry. Rivers never stop flowing. Rivers constantly expand and nourish everything around them. This is eternal prosperity. This is never-ending abundance. This is the real breakthrough that awaits you. It's not about receiving a large sum and then going back to struggle. It's about becoming someone who's always prosperous, always abundant, always expanding. And here's what's beautiful about eternal prosperity. It accelerates over time. The longer you're in alignment with abundance consciousness, the stronger the flow becomes. The longer you operate from these spiritual principles, the faster manifestation happens. The longer you stay in this frequency, the more your abundance multiplies. Imagine where you'll be in 1 year if you maintain this consciousness. Imagine your breakthrough in 2 years. Imagine your empire in 5 years. Imagine your legacy in 10 years. Imagine your generational wealth in a lifetime. This is what eternal prosperity creates. This is what operating from abundance consciousness produces. Your divine payment is not the end. It's the beginning. It's the first installment of your eternal prosperity. It's the opening of the floodgates. It's the start of a flow that will never stop. And the sooner you internalize this truth, the sooner you stop protecting your breakthrough and start multiplying it. Because protection is for things that are scarce. Multiplication is for things that are abundant. Your divine payment is not something to protect. It's something to multiply. It's not something to hoard. It's something to circulate. It's not something to fear losing. It's something to celebrate expanding. This is the consciousness of eternal prosperity. This is how the truly wealthy think. They don't think about maintaining what they have. They think about multiplying what they have. They don't think about stability. They think about exponential growth. They don't think about reaching a destination. They think about riding an infinite wave of abundance. And now you can think like this too. Now you can join the consciousness of eternal prosperity. Now you can align yourself with the truth that your breakthrough is just the beginning of a flow that never ends. Welcome to the level of eternal abundance. Welcome to never-ending prosperity. Welcome to the truth that your divine payment has opened a door that closes never, to a realm of unlimited wealth and expansion that grows forever. Your breakthrough is eternal. Your prosperity is infinite. Your abundance is limitless. Your divine payment is just the beginning. Write eternal prosperity, activated in my bloodline in the comments, and declare that your family's prosperity will flow forever.